And we'll get Alex Sorrell in with us right now from the great state of Arkansas, who's just does a media blog called The State of Sorrell. I've chatted with her several times back and forth about what's going on, this and that, and especially with the Bobby Petrino situation. Alex, welcome to the show. We are so glad to get you. You're off today, right?
I am off, which is fabulous.
Yeah, that's we're kind of jealous because we're working hard today after a very busy Sunday. Alex, before we get into what we're going to talk about, what do you like best about Bubba Watson yesterday? I mean, that just had to be something. I know you love sports. I mean, that was just you couldn't take your eyes off of it, could you?
Well, no, and just that shot on 10 when he hit it out of the bushes, you just knew that if he didn't win it after that shot, then, you know, he wasn't going to win it, period. That was incredible.
When you see all the crying or the emotion, I mean, hey, you win the Masters, you're going to be emotional. I don't care. But what did you make of all that? Because everybody's kind of giving him a hard time about it. But Bubba Watson really doesn't care what other people think. That's kind of his MO. But what would you think?
Bubba. I would think that he wouldn't think what other people care. But
that's exactly right.
Well, you know, I would be extremely emotional if I had myself a green jacket. And plus, I think, you know, after his dad's death and people, you know, I think that was just an overwhelming everything at once. But, you know, I would be crying, too, if I wanted myself a green jacket at Augusta.
Yeah, I love the part, Alex, I don't know if you heard right off the top, that all of his buddies, his little wolf pack, those young group of guys, Ricky Fowler, Ben Crane, I think Hunter Mahan, they all waited, even though their round had been done for hours, to kind of give him his due, give him his hug, his handshake. I thought that was that's kind of where golf's at right now, this young group of guys. And, boy, they support each other, and I love that.
I know, I do too. I hope it keeps going.
All right,
I need some entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we've got all you got to do is just wait till Monday usually, and you have a college football scandal. Of course, the one for Arkansas happened a week ago Sunday with Bobby Petrino, head football coach, doing really well with our Razorbacks. Alex, of course, we're going to get some haters from the Texas fans here, but it's just escalated into something that is in the news. You're blogging about it 24/7. It seems like you're probably getting text messages and calls left and right. The Baylor. Hey, Alex, are you with us?
Yep,
okay.
I'm with you.
We had a little interesting light outage happen right there. We're back, though.
Oh, no.
Where are we at now with Petrino, and where is he at with the fans?
I think with the fans, it really depends on who you talk to. You're going to have the fans, like there's a group called Support Bobby Petrino that are going to be holding, a protest outside the stadium tonight at 7. And they've got a Facebook fan page for him, and I guess it's over, 8,000 fans, and they want him back. And then, of course, you just talk to other people on the street that just think, he's a complete liar. He doesn't need to be representing the program, and he's lied to the fans, the state, and his boss and his family. So they want him gone. So it really depends on who you talk to.
Well, what about Alex? What about you? I mean, you're from that area. You probably know as much about Razorback football as anybody. Growing up with it and being right in the middle of it. I mean, I'm mad at him because he tried to cover it up. There's where I get upset as a fan. It's like, you know what? And I've said this before. It's not the first time a coach or an athlete has a girlfriend on the side.
Yeah.
That stuff is pretty. I mean, people just blush around here. Oh my God, you're kidding me, right? I go, no. These typically aren't. Yeah, they're not great guys. They're great football coaches, and they spend 80 hours a week in their office. That's why they're a great coach. But the cover-ups really got me. That really bothered me a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what, really irritates me is the lying part. If he would have just came out and said it on Monday when he held that press conference about his accident, I would be fine, And for me, being a fan, I want to be like, come back because this is our 1 year for a national title, especially as the talent we have on the team. But if you look at the letter of the law, I feel like he's got to be canned. But, I think most people want him back, but we'll see how Jeff Long handles it.
Okay, Alex, I got Big Zach with us. He's an Iowa State guy, so be nice to him. He's a true Big 12 love affair, loves his Big 12. I'm an SEC guy, you're an SEC guy, so be nice to him.
I have a question. Is this going to affect the team, be a distraction for the team? And
spring football's right now.
Your spring football's right now, so is that going to affect the team? How is everyone handling it? And what are the expectations going forward to next season if, without this distraction? If it's not distraction, is the team still supposed to play well in the SEC next year?
I think that there's great senior leadership on the team right now, especially with Tyler Wilson being here and staying on as a Razorback. So I think it's not really going to hurt us. I think it's going to hurt a little bit in the spring, especially, right now when we're in between. Is he going to stay? If he stays, how is he going to handle the fan base? Or if he leaves, who's going to come in and teach, our team and how it's going to go from there. But I really don't think it's going to hurt our chances with how we're playing, come next season. So
it's
at least that's what I'm hoping.
Well, it's almost like if there's ever a time where this is – if this was the middle of the season, Alex, oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You've got time to heal the wound, which is a very big wound. There's a lot of lying going on. A lot of, we all know Petrino's a control freak, and this is out of his control, and he can't handle it. That's a lot. That's a lot of football coaches.
I know.
They can't handle every single situation. My question, real quick, Alex. I don't know if you know the girl, Jessica.
Darrell.
Yeah, Darrell. I kind of feel like, whatever. She made a mistake, this and that, but I think she's going to end up being really raked under the coals.
I think she is.
She already has been, I'm sure. So
yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about the other day. It's just like, Bobby Petrino is Bobby Petrino, and he's lied before. But this girl has been brought into the spotlight now, and it's almost like her life will be changed forever, no matter what, even if it's just a little bit. But I think she's going to get the real brunt of it if Bobby doesn't. I think she will.
I was talking to my good friend Steve Sullivan over in Little Rock yesterday. He's anchored KATV in Little Rock. He thinks that something from Long will come down probably tomorrow or Wednesday. Is that kind of what you're feeling?
Yeah, I know that he, initially came out Thursday and said he needed the weekend to think over it. So I think we're all expecting an answer, beginning of this week. At least that's what we're hoping for, to get it settled so we can move on to spring practice.
Go ahead, Zach.
I was just asking before we get you off, what is your website where we could read your blog and your Twitter handle?
Yeah, you can follow me at Alex Sorrell, or my blog Twitter handle is State of Sorrell. And I also have a fan page for my blog on Facebook, so it's just facebook.com/State of Sorrell.
Well, we've got you linked up with the Eric Sullivan Show here on ESPN East Texas. And Alex, once we start getting into, especially that A&M Arkansas week, when that gets here, you're going to be right there with us, okay? Because we want you to. I'm in a great position, Alex. Here, I'm the SEC guy, so I get to make fun of all these Big 12 people. Quite
well, right now the SEC is really dominating. We've got national and football and basketball, baseball, and then now Bubba from Georgia. So we're just rocking off.
Go Dogs.
Yep.
I usually say go Hogs.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Really? We find them 6 years in a row in football.
Yeah.
SEC does. It's a lot of blind squirrels, my friend. All right, Alex, thank you so much for joining us. You could stay on the line. Chris will tell you what to do about the podcast and all that. I know you had some questions about that.
Yeah.
And he'll hook you up with all that. But we really, really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was Alex Sorrell from the State of Sorrell Twitter and media blog. Really good stuff. Chris, why don't you get with her and fix that up? Go take us to break.
Gladly.
We'll get the phone.
Easy, Chris.
I sense a little crush on somebody.
She's a very, very
attractive.
I like her.
She should be on TV.
Informed.
I saw a picture of her. She should be on TV.
Very informed person. I'm just,
very informed.
That's all.
Yeah, she does. She needs to be on TV. I agree. All right, 903-593-5822. We're going to take some calls after this.